Awesome. So you guys have a little journal, something to write on, pen, and I think that's really all you need. Awesome. Hi, Katie.
Hi.
So first, I really just wanted us to, sorry, there we go. Is really just to kind of like get grounded, and I'm going to lead us into like a little meditation. I can't figure out a good way to get audio to share through Zoom. I tried a bunch of different ways and I just can't do it. So we're just going to do this meditation. So go ahead and close your eyes and sit up straight with your spine up and down, and relax your shoulders back. And really just focus on your breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And with your eyes closed, pretend like you are looking through your third eye, and thoughts are going to come in and out for the next few minutes as we just sit here, and just let those thoughts come and go, and try to pretend that you're looking at a blank screen. And if there's a favorite image that you have, sometimes you can think about, if you have a sign that the universe lets you know you're on the right path. It could be your favorite number that you constantly see. Those are some images that you can focus on. And for the next few minutes, just take a few seconds breathing in, and you can count to 5. And when you get to 5, hold your breath at the top, and then release that air through your nose for another 5 seconds. And we'll repeat that for a few moments. And as you continue that slow breath, just know that you are safe. And these next 30 minutes together, we're just going to honor how we've been feeling during these past few weeks, and to bring ourselves back to a place of feeling safe and bringing the joy back into our life as we try to find a new way to go about our days, and know that this is a perfect time for us to slow down and get organized and grounded, as the universe really just gives us this time and puts the whole world on pause. And we'll do a few more deep breaths in, and make sure you're breathing out through your nose, and it's very cleansing. All right, and you guys can go ahead and open your eyes when you're ready. Awesome. So I just wanted to, you guys all are very familiar with a lot of my self-care rituals, but I just thought, since like the rest of the world is going virtual with like everything we're doing, that we might as well come together and do some self-care rituals together. So the first thing that I wanted to do is really just like brain dump all these like fears and thoughts that are coming up with this whole coronavirus, COVID-19, and just like honor how we feel, because I'm finding like with myself, I feel great and safe for a few moments, and then I'll talk to one person, or I'll read an article, or just go about my day, and the next thing I know, I'm starting to think and feel how they were, or feeling their fears, or changing my mind how I feel about it. And then, I practice a self-care ritual, and the next thing I know is I feel like safe and grounded again. So it's just I feel like such a roller coaster of emotions. This whole thing, everybody is feeling it different ways. We're dealing with it in different ways. And I just want us to take like the next like 3 minutes and just brain dump like all the fears or thoughts that are coming up for you. So I'm a pen and paper girl, so I love just like writing it out. But if you want to type it, like go for it too. But just like anything that like scares you about this. So, you know, it could easily be a financial fear. It could be not feeling safe, like going out to the grocery store, or, you know, what if a loved one gets sick, or what if there isn't enough supply? So, like any fear that you have about this, we'll just take the next like 3 minutes and like brain dump them all on paper. And this is just such a great way to like shine some light on the fears that are coming up, and then that way they're not as scary. It's kind of like the whole like a monster in the closet. Is once you actually like look, it's not really as scary as you thought. Hey Bettina. So what we're doing right now is just brain dumping on paper. So you can either write this out or type it. Any fears that are coming up for you with this whole COVID-19 coronavirus. And so some examples I gave were fears of finances, fears of being sick, fears of loved ones possibly getting sick, going out into the public. So just any fear that you might have about this, just brain dumping it on paper. So we'll spend like another minute or so. But just like some other things that might come up for you is, you know, how long is this going to last, or how is it going to end? What is this doing to our community, the economy? How is this affecting children? Awesome. So a couple little things that you can do with this is you can dispose of it by ripping it up and throwing it in the trash. You can burn the paper. You can write like I am safe over these, is just rereading them and then disposing of them. So very similar to, you know, when we get rid of trash or get rid of things that we no longer need in our life, we put them in the trash and they go away, or you donate them, or you just give them away. And we're going to do that with these fears as well, because these fears, they're just not serving us and they're just keeping us anxious and feeling stuck. So whatever you feel comfortable doing, obviously if you use fire and burn this, please be safe. But you can also just like rip it up and throw it in the trash, but just somehow get rid of these fears, like that physical piece of paper. So that's our first little activity. The second one is we're just going to move right into a gratitude list. So I think kind of like what I was saying in the meditation is, you know, this is such a perfect time for us to slow down and to just like be in the moment as much as possible. We are in our homes more, we are around our immediate family more. So really just kind of thinking like, how can you be more grateful for this time? So we'll spend another like 3 minutes or so and just write out some things that you're grateful for. So, you know, are you grateful for the cleaning supplies that we have? Are you grateful for the food, for technology, family and friends? I'm grateful for spring weather, even though it's supposed to rain for the next 3 days. Awesome. Does anybody want to share something that they're grateful for? I'll share one of mine. Mine is I am grateful for the money, the constant money that is flowing into my life right now. and the abundance that it's going to give me for the month of April. No pressure if nobody wants to share, that's totally fine.
I'll share a money related one.
Okay.
The time to get all up close and personal with my budget, like all in, like know every little bit because I've got the luxury of time to do it in a way that doesn't feel rushed. And
Awesome.
that sort of knowledge is power kind of feeling.
Mm-hmm. No, I love that. Instead of just constantly like letting things come in and out. Awesome. All right, so our next little activity is going to be, let's see, what do I want to do first? I think we're going to do our tapping first. So I think everybody is familiar with tapping. I think, hey Jen, we're just getting ready to start a new little ritual, so good timing. So with the tapping, this one is a script that I got off of the Tapping Solutions app. It's a free app. I think everybody on here already has the app or has heard me talk about the app. And this one I picked is called Motivate Me to Have a Productive Day. And I picked this one because I feel, myself included, and my boyfriend is just already, like everybody working from home is, we're already sleeping in, we're already like going about our day in like sweatpants and actually like put makeup on today. But we're just already finding ourselves like not being as productive as we should be because we're home and we're typically, some of us work from home, but some people, like, you just feel more productive when you leave the house and you go to a different desk or you're surrounded by other people that are doing the same job as you. So this one is going to be good. And the first thing I want you guys to do is go ahead and close your eyes and think about, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like your laziest day, and then 1 or 0 being like your most productive day. And how do you feel? You could use today as an example, or like an overall average of how you've been feeling working from home. And just go ahead and rate yourself. And then when you have that number, go ahead and write it down on your journal paper. And then we're going to start tapping. So you can use 2 or 3 fingers, whatever feels good to you. I prefer 3. And you guys are all on mute, so you can either repeat this in your mind or out loud, whatever feels good to you. And then just repeat after me, and I will, as we go through the tapping through the body, I'll guide you through that as well. So tapping side of hand. Even though I feel so resistant to being productive, I choose to relax and release this resistance now. Even though being super productive feels difficult, I choose to relax these old beliefs now. Even though I've had many unproductive days and they are influencing today, I choose to let the past go now. Tapping on the eyebrow. I don't want to be productive. Side of eye. It feels so hard. Tapping under eye. It doesn't feel fun. Under nose. And I always seem to procrastinate. Chin. Or I lose focus. Collarbone. And I never get done what I want to get done. Tapping underarm, and then I get frustrated with myself. Top of head, and with life. eyebrow, and that is okay. Side of eye, because I am human. Under eye, I am doing the best that I can. Under nose, with the resources I have. Chin, and the more I release this frustration, collarbone, and this old resistance, underarm, and the more I start to let go, top of head, and the more productive I am. Eyebrow, I have made being productive about being perfect. Side of eye, but that is not quite right. Under eye, and I can be productive without being perfect. Under nose, and I can have a great day, get a ton done, and let go of the rest. Chin, what if I can make productivity fun? Collarbone, what if I could make every task, big or small, feel easy? Underarm, what if I could be present and grounded all day long? Top of head, and find joy in a productive day. As we tap through these next points, you don't have to repeat what I say, just think about. So tapping on the eyebrow, envision your productive day. Side of eye, remember a productive day doesn't have to be perfect. Under eye, envision your productive day doing the best that you can. Under nose, envision your day with a smile on your face. Chin, and notice that with every tap you release these negative feelings. Collarbone, release the feeling of needing to be perfect. Underarm, envision a new version of yourself. See yourself being motivated and let your day flow. Top of head, this is who you can be. This is who you are, filled with joy with every step you take. And go ahead and keep your eyes closed and go ahead and stop tapping. And take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And 1 more big breath. And go back to that number scale, 1 through 10. How does your stress level about your productive day feel now? And you can go ahead and open your eyes and go ahead and write that number next to your first number. Now, of course, the goal is to go down, but if you didn't go down with your numbers or you're still about the same, you can, they recommend that you redo the tapping either right after or like every day. So that way you can kind of retrain that nervous system. Awesome. So the next little activity, it's really our final activity, but this one is to just spend a few minutes and write down like all the things that you want to do with this new schedule. So as of right now, it's bringing us to the end of April, and April we have 31 days, we have 5 weeks. So there is plenty of time to like do all the things that we say, oh, when I have time, I'll do this. So it could either be, you know, organizing your closet. I deep cleaned my kitchen the other day. but just brain dump like all the things that you want to do with this time. So are there books that you want to read? Home projects? Do you want to start working out? Are there recipes that have been piling in the kitchen that you want to do? All right, so the next step to this is, depending on how many you have written on your list, is pick, I said originally I said pick 3, but that was based off of like having like 10 or so. So go ahead and pick like your top 2 to 5 that you want done the as soon as possible, or the ones that will bring you the most joy, or you can pick one that takes the less amount of time to kind of get yourself a little pat on the back for getting something done. And once you have those 2 to 5 picked out, write down when you're going to start them. So it doesn't mean that it needs to be a complete finish, but say you picked start a book. So then maybe by Friday night, you have the book picked out that you're going to start reading. Or if you have, like one of the things I put down on mine is I have a bunch of clothes that I need to post online. So my first step is going to be to take pictures of the clothes. So that I want done by Saturday. So what is the first step that you want to take, and when is that first step going to happen? And then once you have that start date, go ahead and put a completed date. So like I said, our first our next deadline for this house quarantine is the end of April. So You can pick the end of April. If it's a project you want done by summer, you can put a summer date, but just kind of put an ideal end date next to those. And then after you have your end date, pick a accountability partner for these items. So, you know, you can pick a significant other since you're pretty much trapped in your house with them. You can pick a friend. You are more than welcome to pick me. I will definitely help you. But just being able to share this little goal with somebody will be helpful, and having them kind of help keep you accountable for it. And then once you've picked your person, obviously once we get off this call, feel free to share it with that person. And then just keep your gratitude list and your desires list somewhere that you'll see often. Obviously, like practicing gratitude every day is great. Writing out your desires every day will help keep that in front of you, but just posting like this original list somewhere will help bring you back to this little activity. So that's really what I had for you guys. I did grab my Find Your Happy cards. If anybody wanted me to pull one for you, I'd be more than happy to do that. Who wants to go first? Here, I'll just go into orders. Oh, I saw Alicia's hand go up. All right, so do a little shuffle here for you. And then I'll send you like what the book says after. So yours says, instead of focusing on the anger, I focus on healing the pain. I'll send you a picture. It's number 46. All right, Tony, you're up. Oh, Alicia, remind me what yours is. I did not pull it out. All right, Tony, you ready? Ooh, All I Desire is on its way to me. It's one of my favorites. All right, I'm gonna pull that one out. Or actually, remember these, because somebody might get the same card. All right, Katie, you're up. I allow myself to feel. It is a detox for my soul. That's a good one. All right, Bettina. Okay. See, this is why I kept it in here. All I Desire is on its way to me. Awesome. All right, Jen. The universe has a plan greater than mine. Awesome. Cool. Well, thanks so much, guys, for joining. I hope you guys had fun. And yeah, that's all I have for you. All right, I gotta stop recording this, but I'm sure I'll talk to all of you soon. All right, bye guys.
Cool, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Dominique.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.